ports, we would like to have a lot of cargo support from cargo owners who can divert their cargo on to the inland waterways mode. So the subsidy scheme is such that total cost which you have incurred for transporting the cargo from port to port, that is say from Kolkata up to Pandu or say Kolkata to Varanasi, whatever cost your vessel and you have incurred for transporting this cargo, 35% of that will be subsidized by Government of India. So this scheme to start with will be valid for a period of 3 years. And of course, ICSL is the implementing agency. Second component of this scheme is operating scheduled services. Like we will have a fixed day sailing from Kolkata for Patna, Varanasi and Pandu. And return also will be a fixed schedule. So a round trip fixed schedule will be made and it will be published well in advance for the knowledge and information of all cargo owners who would like to give their support for this route. Suppose you are not able to make your own arrangements or you don't have a large parcel size, you have smaller parcel sizes, you can use this scheduled services also for transporting your cargo through inland waterways mode. So a bit of more of detail which I have already explained regarding this. Okay, in exclusions of component 1, which is 35% incentive to cargo owners, we also exclude movements through RoRo services and ODC movements, and of course movement between Haldia and Tribeni, which is less than 300 kilometers. And of course, whatever you have loaded via ICSL, that will be on a negotiated freight, so that will not attract any cargo incentive scheme. So we have also given, for your understanding, just a sample, the Haldia, Kolkata, the ports, main ports which are going to be covered on NW1 and NW2. So it is like Haldia, Kolkata, Patna, Varanasi, Haldia, Kolkata, Dhubri, Pandu, of course vice versa, and Haldia, Kolkata, Karimganj, Badarpur. So here we are just going to give you a rough idea of how to avail the scheme for cargo incentive. So first, you'll have to register yourself with ICSL as cargo owners. Danish, please link. So as you see the first point, registration of cargo owners interested in availing the subsidy. So we'll show you the form also if possible, but the forms are there in the flyers which has been provided. We are trying to show it over here. Possible? Just give us 2 minutes, I think. We'll just show it to you. Yeah. So this sample forms are available in the flyers given to all of you, distributed to all of you, but for a better understanding, we are just putting it forward. So this is basically guidelines for registration as a vendor or a cargo owner in ICSL's website. Can you just scroll down? So we have this basic data about your company, and the documents to be uploaded are also mentioned, like we need certificate of incorporation, PAN card, GST number, your cancelled check, which is required for transfer of the subsidy. So this is the form which is available, and as of now, it will be done manually. We are in the process of putting it online in the portal of ICSL, which may take a few months' time. But till then, you can reach out to us. In the flyer, you also have contact numbers of ICSL personnel who will be involved in this activity. So you can, these can be forwarded for the time being manually on email, which is already given there. So that is the registration form. After you successfully register, you'll be given with a unique ID number, which should be used as the reference for all future communication. Now, on your successful registration as a cargo owner interested in a subsidy scheme, you'll have to submit a proposal. We have a form for that also. It is Form B, which is also included in the flyer. So in this, you'll have to give what are the cargo details which you, like cargo description, what is the nature of cargo, what cargo are you planning to move on which waterway. And proposal, as mentioned in the scheme document, which is also available in your flyers, has to be a broad perspective for 5 years. And then specific details for the next 3 years, how much you want to move on which cargo waterways. And thereafter, what is the current movement for which you wish to claim the subsidy or avail the subsidy. So you have to give which waterway you want to load on, what is the port of loading, port of discharge, and what is the distance, because we need this information to ensure that it is more than 300 kilometers. And cargo packaging details, number of packages, what are the total weight, how this cargo was moving presently, and all these details and the vessel details on which you propose to move. So this is your proposal and your plan, which will be submitted again online. And once this is, there is a committee which has been formed comprising of members from Ministry of Shipping, Waterways and Port, IWAI and ICSL. It will be scrutinized and approved. If approved, it will be conveyed to you that your proposal has been approved under the cargo subsidy scheme, so you can actually perform the voyage. And the last form, that is the performance, after you perform the voyage and you want to claim the subsidy, so the full cost details along with necessary supporting documents need to be furnished, which will again be scrutinized, verified, and if found in order, the scheme, the subsidy amount will be disbursed. So this is the form. We are also, I would also like to tell you, these are tentative forms which we have designed. As we go through this whole process together, we will definitely take in your inputs and feedback and try to improve wherever required. So in this, we will need all full details, and there will be a lot of documents which you need to submit for all the expenses which have been incurred. For example, the terminal invoices, your bunker invoices, your manning invoices. So entire details will be available as to what all costs. We have here the cost structure: handling cost at port of loading, berth hire, pilotage, vessel charter hire, fuel, then handling cost at port of loading, port of discharge, pilotage, custom clearance if you're going through via IBP route. So all these cost details, once you give along with the documents, so that will be again scrutinized, and if found in order, the subsidy amount to the tune of 35% would be disbursed to your bank account, which you have supplied when you did the registration. So we also are going to develop a feedback mechanism, which is still in the process, and we'll